Hello everybody, my name is Craig Bennett, and today I'm going to get into a video on mental health in the technology industry. And this goes along with any industry that you use your brain in. And so before I get into that, real quick, in the background, that is Destiny 2. I was playing with it, it's free, and I figured why not. So I hadn't played the previous one, and I wanted to check it out and see if I like it. Not really big into first-person shooters at all, and not really big into this game at all, but I do advise that you check it out on Steam since it is free. So as far as things goes, a lot of people know that in any given field, you have to take care of certain portions of you. So for example, if you're a builder, not the architect, but the hammer to nail person, well, you're going to have to take care of your hands, your arms, and all that stuff. But mentally, you can be wrecked for the most part, as long as you can do the physical aspect of the job. Now, with coding, network engineering, cybersecurity, stuff of that line, or any other field that you need your brain, what the fact of the matter is mental health is the most important thing above everything else. Like with computers, I can get the computer to write for me, so my hands are a little bit less important. While it is important, a little bit less important, but I cannot get it to compensate if I'm a little off one given day or making mistakes. So that's a big thing to note. And a lot of people, when they hear that, they want to check their own mental health, the stress levels, see if there have been notifications, stuff like that. But the fact of the matter is you should probably also check the mental health of those around you, and also your environment if it's changing stuff. And constantly be aware of this. Now, where did this come from? Why am I making this video at all? Most recently, I've been having huge hits to my work performance and stuff. Note that I work for myself, so it's not like I'm going to fire myself anytime soon. But if I could, I probably would be leaning to that, because the fact of the matter is in technology, in stuff I deal with, creativity and stuff like that, that is very performance based. And the fact of the matter is if you cannot have a good week, you might not have a good job, have a job at all. One bad day, maybe you can talk your way around it. A bad week, you're probably not going to talk your way around that all that much, especially if it's consecutive multiple weeks like I've been dealing with. In my case, my personal mental health has been more than less fine up to a point, but the stress level and everything else, where I recently had a dog that died, plus on top of that a former drug addict with kids, and it came from a crack house, came to live in the house that I'm in, and that brings its own stress and stuff like that, and so on and so on. And the funny thing is especially with that last one, I've noticed after that happened, everybody's work performance that's around this person has tremendously dropped, and everybody's job is at risk. Note that some of the people are project managers. Some of them are like me, freelance and technology and creativity, and others are doing some other things. But all of them are, including myself, is a very mental field. And the fact of the matter is all of us have pretty much our jobs on the line, simply because it's one person. They have, for anyone who doesn't know, if someone who's been on drugs in the past or currently, they're not in the mental right state, and basically they can flip very paranoia, stuff like that. A lot of drugs. While you might say pot is good and all that stuff, look at someone who's done it for years and years and years, especially with what they're mixing into it in modern times, the past 10 years, and you'll find that at the end of the day, after all that time, it messes with their brain and actually makes them a very nasty and angry person, just like alcohol and all the other stuff. So all that, keep that in mind, that you need to note, is the mental stress, is it temporary, or is it something a little bit more permanent? And this is something that's important to note, because you may have to walk away from whatever career field if you don't know when it's going to end. Because, again, it can massively impact your job, and your name is all you have at the end of the day. And once that's gone, it's almost impossible to bring it back. So that's a big thing to note. Now, as far as that goes, in my opinion, if you're facing with this exact same problem, or very, very similar, if it's something like cancer, I would highly recommend that you just tell your boss. And most of the time, they will work with you. Death or something like that. Something very normal, they'll work with you. And some of these other things, they will work with you to a point, because it's very predictable. Most people experience, especially at that age, experience at least one person that died that's close to them, if not multiple, and they have some understanding. A sick kid or whatever it may be, similar things. However, a consecutive problem where, like, for example, again, someone that's dealt with drugs, if you invite them in to get them out of a bad environment and help fix them up, well, the fact of the matter is most people never experience that. So you can be upfront with your boss, but only expect so much. And if your work performance drops, they may be looking for a different person. Keep in mind, most places is fire at will. So anyways, as far as that goes, I just want to mention that. And that's just something that you need to keep in mind, especially in this deal. Now, as far as what you're seeing in the background, am I going to keep playing Destiny 2? My answer is no. It's not my cup of tea. But again, it's free right now on Steam. It's probably free on other places. I highly recommend that you at least check it out. And like I said, with the mental stress stuff, if it's a temporary thing, and if you can use games and stuff to at least act as a escape from it, just get that relief to refresh your brain. Because going on vacation is not really an option in most cases, because that's a lot of money and time and so on. But these small things like watching a movie or playing a game or something, that might act as an escape into itself. And if you see stuff like this where it's free, then why not? And it might come out to be worthwhile. Just watch out for addiction. But anyways, as far as that goes, hope you have a great day, and hope this helps you out.